Okay. Your brain says eat and your body says no. And you're stuck in the middle watching yourself disappear. If that's you, or if you're watching someone you love waste away, this episode is going to change how you think about getting food into your body. Stay with me. Welcome to Tea Talk, everyone. I'm Dannie Cade, if you don't know me already. I'm also an alternative cancer survivor since 2012, and whether you're the one wasting away or watching someone you love disappear, this space is for you. You've probably had well-meaning friends or even professionals say you should try cannabis. I see that comment on my posts very often, but is that really the right answer for the profound wasting syndrome we call cachexia? Today, we're going to go beyond the hype and get into what's actually happening in your body. Cancer, trauma, stress, inflammation, and treatment all hit the same systems that control nausea, the gag reflex, gut pain, and the nervous system's danger response. That's why food smells can make you gag, why your stomach clenches before the first bite, and why eating can feel like walking into a fight you already know you're going to lose. You know that panic that builds before every meal, the dread of trying just one bite and failing? That's your body setting off every alarm it has. And it's not being dramatic. What it's doing is shifting into survival mode. So first, let's get to this straight up to the science part of this, okay? THC and CBD work differently. Now, CBD doesn't create hunger. What it can do is lower the physical barriers that shut eating down. It works through serotonin and vagal nerve pathways that control nausea and the gag reflex. It also calms the stress response that drives that mealtime panic, and it can reduce the inflammatory gut signaling that causes cramping after you eat. For some, that alone is the difference between being able to try eating and being completely blocked. You can think of your gut, oh, I don't know, think of it like a panic room. CBD is the key that unlocks the door, THC flips on the light. Now, THC works differently from CBD. It can actually press down the gas pedal on our appetite by activating CB1 receptors in both the brain and the gut. THC can trigger hunger signals, make food smell and taste more appealing, and actually help relax the gut too. For patients with zero appetite or severe food aversion, THC can be the spark that makes you want to eat. Often, the best effect comes from combining them together. CBD lowers the barriers and THC flips on the switch. But always check with your care team before using CBD and or THC because every body, diagnosis, and medication list is different. And if you're going to try this, please use good guidance and supervision. And what I'm about to say is probably the most important part. Calming symptoms and stimulating hunger is good, absolutely yes, but it's still not providing the actual fuel that your body needs to thrive on. And now is when you need it most. When I was wasting away from 240 pounds down to 160 in roughly 2 months and couldn't tolerate any foods at all, my survival came from what I now call sippable solutions, because it was the only thing my body would accept and tolerate when things like cooking, chewing, swallowing, and digesting were completely impossible. For me, it wasn't a choice. It had come down to survival or being unalive. That's the bottom line. And here's the fundamental misunderstanding so many people make. For a patient with cachexia, the problem isn't that your brain forgot to feel hungry. The problem is that your entire digestive system is in a state of emergency. So forcing food into a gut that's inflamed and unable to process it often leads to more pain, more nausea, and a deeper sense of food aversion, speaking from experience. I remember sitting at the table with two perfectly soft-poached eggs in front of me, trying to get down just a few bites. And then the nausea would hit before I finished, or I'd be stuffed full after just 2 bites of that. No room for more. That really heightened the panic, the dread, the trauma that my body was already living through. You probably can relate to this. And if you can, if you've ever felt this, do me a favor, drop a number 7 in the comments. And if you want to, feel free to share your experience if you'd like, because maybe we can help each other not feel so alone. Okay? We have to stop asking, how can I make myself eat, and start asking, what can my body actually absorb right now? The answer is nourishment in a form gentle enough that it doesn't trigger the body's defense mechanisms. This is what sippable solutions are for. They're nutrient-dense liquid meals. They're formulated for gut-friendly, bioavailable nutrition that's easy to swallow. Now, that's all the scientific jargon garble that I'm going to tell you. The body doesn't have to do the hard work of breaking down solids, sugars, inflammatory oils, and more. Instead, what it does is it allows the gut to rest and, more importantly, to heal while absorbing the nutrition it needs. It's like giving the foundations of a house a chance to stabilize before adding more weight on top. Okay? It's a way of giving the gut the building blocks that it's going to need to repair its own lining. As the gut lining heals, nausea subsides, inflammation calms, and your body's natural appetite signals can begin to return. In short, we're fixing the foundation first so that everything else can happen safely and more effectively. I didn't need another lecture, another chart, or one of their sugary, low-nutrient imitation drinks that do more harm than good. I needed something that my body could actually use. Because this isn't about perfection or willpower. It's about staying alive. So the strategy is simple. If eating feels impossible, lower the barriers first. Try that again. See, I knew it was going to happen. Lower the barriers first, perhaps with tools like CBD, with or without THC. And again, do that under proper guidance, please. Very important. Now, once you've done that, fuel yourself slowly with something gentle, nutrient-dense, and sippable that your body can tolerate in little amounts over time. Cannabis can definitely be a supporting actor, but true absorbable nutrition will ultimately be the star of your show. If you're ready to focus on fueling yourself in an easy, sustainable way that doesn't feel like a fight, drop the word fuel in the comments and I'll get you my free guide on this, or you can grab it from the link that's going to be either in my bio or the description of the show. Make sure you're following me or subscribe so that I can see your comments, and please watch for my reply because that's how I'm going to get it to you. Now, whether you're wasting away or watching someone else you love disappear, you don't have to do this alone. You really don't. All right. Thanks, everyone. I appreciate you being here. And please remember to like, share, or subscribe because it helps me to help others. Thanks, everyone. Make it a great day, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Take care. Bye for now.